No.
Okay. Same.
Hello, everybody who is watching the whatever is that? What is that called? Brain
Replay?
It is Friday. How is everyone's week?
Exhausting.
Yeah. Samesies. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing well. It's a Friday. It's my day off. I've read. I've eaten just before coming on, so I'm good.
Nice.
I'm doing okay. I fell asleep at work today. It's okay. It was like the last 45 minutes of the day, and I had a really bad migraine. So my boss was like, "Here's a beanbag, sit in it," and I was out until I got off work.
Oh, I love how I love that you have a bean bag. Okay, well at least you got some a good little nap in. That's
yeah.
I want a beanbag at work. I mean, I guess my work is here, but so I have a couch, but still.
A room full of beanbags. I have all the places to nap.
Yeah, it's called what's it called, Jess? Something seating.
Flexible seating. Yeah,
flexible seating. We learned about it in college.
Yeah. We like the inflatable dots for the kids to sit on that move. They're really cool.
Oh, yes.
Nice. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Being lazy today? How are you doing, Becky, other than being lazy? Hi, Kristen. How are you? Hello, Melissa. Hello. Hi, Vita. Hi, Tiff. Hey, April. Oh my gosh, obsessed. I'm obsessed.
Is Pluto the kitten, April? Because that kitten is adorable.
It's all freaking cute. I just opened myself a cider because I'm like, a cider is good right now. A cider is good. Hello. Hi, Lizelle. How are you?
No.
Oh,
where did you just, I know you were just on vacation. Where did you go again? Kitten's so freaking cute. I'm obsessed. I have three. I have 3 cats. So we were literally at the pet store the other day and I was like, but there was this little all black kitten. Aww. And I was like, but it's all black, babe. Please. He's like, we don't need a 4th cat. We already have 20 chickens, a dog, 3 cats. I don't know how many fish. And obviously we have children. There are children as well.
We have children. You're so cute.
I just, but I was like, but I kind of want a kitten again.
Menagerie. Oh, that's so fun though.
How are you doing, Kristen? Oh my gosh, nice. I used to live in Hawaii. I never went to Kauai. I lived on Oahu, and I actually never went island hopping. But I liked Oahu. I lived up by kind of up near the North Shore, but not all the way. And a little just north of Oahu. It was technically in Oahu, but I lived in the middle of a pineapple field, basically. He's so cute. I'm obsessed. I do too. I need one.
You guys are making me feel so much better. I also have 3 cats, but I don't know why.
No.
Say that, it's so many.
We have 5.
So our chickens, they just stopped, but they were literally just in the backyard hopping. We have these things called pokeberries. They're poisonous. But chickens, they're not poisonous to chickens. And chickens love them. And most animals, actually, they're not poisonous to. They're actually an important part of their diet, So we don't really leave them. We just leave them. We don't do anything. And the chickens love them, but they have to like hop to get to them because these things are like about as tall as I am. And so you just see like from where I'm sitting, all you see is like this flurry of feathers popping, and like then you just see this like big pokeberry like tree basically like flopping because they're smacking the pokeberry branches to get the berries to drop.
Oh my word.
It's kind of hilarious to watch. Oh, those are fun names. Taro and Salem. That's cute.
So cute.
I have Cece, Charlie. Cece and Charlie are brother and sisters from the same litter. And I adopted them when they were 5. They're like maybe 12 now. And then Kiki Mao / Cleo / Kiki, like she's got a billion names. She is, well, she's got to be 4 now, but she still looks like a kitten. We got her, and we say that she made my eggs drop because we got her, and then I got pregnant about 5 weeks later or something like that, like with Jonah. Oh, okay. I've heard it's beautiful. Have you guys been?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Me too, Melissa.
Do you think one day you'll get a pet?
Well, now, yeah, like in an apartment, I don't have the coin to have pets. They charge for each one.
They charge so much. We lived in a townhouse. It was like $500 per cat. It was
insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They charge so much for pets now, so it's like you can't, if I did,
if it's a service animal, they won't charge for it.
No, probably not. Luckily, 2 of our cats look very similar, so we said we had 2. And they never noticed that they were different.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today we are going to be talking about romance book covers because I know there are a lot of opinions. I think there's like a lot of like opinions that most romance booktubers kind of generally agree on, and then obviously some differ. There's a lot of trends, recent trends that have been going on for like 5 or 6 years, and I mean just trends throughout the ages. So there's a lot to discuss, I feel like, in terms of the publishing industry versus indie covers. And I was thinking we might just break this up into like starting with some positives before we just start like ranting at people.
I think that's fair.
Well, one positive I have is that I think it was 2021 where I was like staunchly against illustrated covers. I was all about people on my covers. That's all I wanted. And now my opinions on that have completely evolved. There are so many authors, mind you, a lot of the ones that I really enjoy are indie published, but I'm not so against illustrated covers now. Now there are certain trends that I'm really enjoying. I look forward to them. There are certain authors where I think they're like doing illustrated covers right. And then now in the advent of AI being a topic of discussion, I'm all the more trying to find artists that I really enjoy and like support the covers that they're doing. So I've completely done like 180, not 360, but a 180. And I do enjoy an illustrated cover. And I am trying to discern what my taste is, where before I was just like against it. I want people and that's it. Yes, plie. I think that A.H. Cunningham's Wicked Move series, I love her covers. The second book, Turn in the Air, that cover is stunning as well. So I'm here for it. And I think too, what I've noticed too is that with the indie published covers, I know what this book is about. And what I wasn't liking in 2021, it was like the homogeny and looking at a cover and feeling like, is this a romance? Not really knowing what I was getting.
Is it steamy? Is it cute? Is it sweet?
Yes.
Is it more of a drama? Like, they literally all look the same and you just don't know. Emily Henry covers look like Tessa Dare covers, look like, you know what I'm saying? And you don't know. Emily Henry being much more, I would say, like, I don't like the term, like, the chick lit, like just basically like lit fic kind of situation, as opposed to like did I say Tessa Dare? I meant Tessa Bailey. But as opposed to Tessa Bailey being much more of like lighthearted and super steamy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, my dog was just running in and out. But yeah, so I just put that one up there because I know that was an illustrated cover that you sent me that you really, really like. If we are on the theme of illustrated covers, I have one here that I don't know how I feel about it, but I'd like your guys' opinions on it because I've seen some people love and some people like not as big of fans. What do you guys think about this new Kimberly Lemming?
I have mixed feelings about, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the new covers because I love the original ones so much. But I think these are like good. It's just like, I guess I'm unused to, I don't like change. So I loved the first one so much. But like, I think the art is absolutely beautiful. But like, I like both of them, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So.
I don't know what the original looks like, but I actually do like this cover. I think it's really pretty. And I like the art. And I'm not a fan of illustrated covers. When they look, I think it was Becky that mentioned it in the comments, when they look really cartoony, that's when I'm like kind of turned off. But like this one I actually really like.
Yeah, I really like what Bex is saying in the comments because it sounds like you've been able to discern like what you like about illustrated and what you don't like. Like she's talking about not really enjoying like the clip art covers. And I think right now I'm just coming on like the terminology of like what I enjoy. With the Kimberly Lemmings, I was very concerned about those being recovered. And I think that's what was happening in 2021. I felt like there was the first wave. Yeah, I was going to pull it down. Thank you. Yeah, that was the original. I love the originals too.
This is the original?
Her artwork as well. So, I'm not
See, but like Tiff and I have read these books though, and I feel like the cover very much embodies like the fun, funny, comedic things happening in this
They
book.
do give off a completely different vibe. I do see more like, I could see this being funny, where the other ones seem very much like heavy romance. So that doesn't make sense to me.
Part of me is happy that the art went even more in depth and even farther away from like simplistic, like this one's not a cartoon cover. Okay, guys, this is not a cartoon cover. This is art right here. Someone like this is clearly designed, a lot of thought and effort put into it. But the thing is, it does convey the lighthearted nature. And I do feel like the newer ones kind of look a little bit too serious.
Yeah. I would agree with that. It feel like the first one you showed looks like a kind of like reminds me of like a Grace Draven fantasy a little bit. You know what I mean? A little bit. And like that's not the vibe of her books. Her books are like rom-com fantasy books. Like they
cozy.
They're cozy, yeah. Cozy to me.
So I love the artist of like whoever designed this new one is absolutely stunning. It's stunning. It's a beautiful art. But I don't necessarily think it fits the vibe that I think the book series is, if that makes sense. So.
If you had that picture, I would never guess the title of the book. I just feel like those two things don't go together, but I do love this cover compared to the other one.
I like them both for different reasons. It's just more of like a vibe thing
Yes.
for me. But I do like seeing that she went published, like she went from self-published to like a big publisher, and they chose not to go more stick figure or cartoon or whatever, and they went even more artistic.
Exactly. Same,
Yeah.
same, same. Because that's my first experience with the illustrated covers was that it felt like in 2021, all of my favorites were being recovered. And that's what happened with my sentiments towards Sarah Kate. I was so excited that she got that deal. I'm like, get your money, sis. More people are going to be reading the Salacious Players Club. It was completely like a bomb on my reading that I absolutely loved. But the recovers, I don't enjoy. I don't think they speak to the books at all. I think that's like the most iconic reference I can give in terms of like my reading. I did not enjoy the recovers on that, but I was like happy that she got the deal. And so in 2021, it felt like there were so many of my favorites being recovered, which is why I kind of balked against it so much. And now I'm seeing, at least with indie published authors, like more illustrated covers are speaking to what I'm at least getting a little bit. They're getting better. But yeah, I was not happy with that praise heel. I was so upset.
I'm the exact opposite. I just sold all my original covers of the Sarah Kate one because I like the new covers, but I just don't like people on covers normally, so that's why.
To each their own, yeah.
And there are object covers that I like Katie Roberts' Dark Olympus series. Like I think every object on there speaks to like what the book is about, and so I think that could be tastefully done. But yeah.
Are we talking this?
Yes.
That's the new cover.
So Jess, you prefer this one, right?
Yes, because I don't love people on covers unless like I absolutely love the book.
Oh, interesting.
So, like, I bought Heartless with the people on the cover because I rated this 5 stars. It was one of my favorite reads. But typically I don't buy the people covers.
So do you prefer like those mirror covers for the Chestnut Springs? Do you prefer those?
I do.
Okay. See, I'm the opposite. I want the gorgeous couple on the cover.
I know. And I'm the same way. I like flesh, but at the same time, you know, Caitlin from the Love Librarian, I love that she made this point that with people, you can really, it's hit or miss. Like if it's not the person that I envisioned, sometimes hit or miss when it comes to like.
I think that's part of the other problem with the newer Kimberly Lemming one. I don't think he looks anything what I thought the werewolf would look like. I think the first cover looks way more like what I imagined.
But like all of these covers, I love because
yes, you can pull out the bully. You can leave Dean out.
This is Dean. So like I needed this cover. So like there are times where I do love the people.
Well, I also know too from interviews with Sophie Lark that she picks the guy on the cover first, and that's how she builds her character. And so she knew like that was going to be Dean's cover before she wrote about him. So like she picked that and then based it on him. Yes.
I love
it.
Good.
I love that.
She does that, I think, for all of her books. At least ones with men on it. Specifically, I know she did it for the Brutal Birthright series and the Kingmaker books.
Yes.
Actually, I think Sophie Lark is my favorite like person cover because like I buy all of her person covers when I can.
And hers were the first, like, I think it was really Sophie. I saw like her, but she's on another level in my opinion because her books are just illustrated. There's art throughout them.
Yes.
I think it adds incredible value. I will not stop saying that. She's one of the first authors that not only did I like the illustrated, like the artwork, but she added like art throughout and it just like reanimated the stories I was already loving. So I felt like I was okay with that. And she left the original covers like up for purchase. She didn't take them away. I think that's what it was. I felt like they were taking something from me because I was like, what do you mean I'm going to lose my Salacious Player Club, like, covers? I have them. It's fine. You know what I mean? It's the same with Sierra Simone. I was like, I had to go out and go get all the Bell Brothers before even reading them because I was like, they're taking it away. I have them. It's fine. But and like my opinions have definitely and sentiments have softened. But in the beginning, I was just like, no, it's flesh all the way, it's clinch, and I'm still that way. One of my favorite like contemporaries because I expect to get clench with historicals, which is why I do not like that Tessa Dare swap. I prefer the clinch in historicals, but like Nikki Sloan's Sorted cover, I love that cover because it's like that's dark romance, it's contemporary, like that's in your face romance with people. Oh yes, monster.
I like this one.
Romance authors are just doing it. They're just giving it to us.
I'm obsessed. This has got to be my favorite. I like the colors too. That color of her dress and like it kind of matches his hair a little bit. Like, come on, like this is seriously like clinch cover for me.
It's setting across the board.
It's sexy, and she's like melting into him, and like it's just you feel the characters, you feel the vibes, you feel everything, and I don't know, like this is like literally my favorite cover right now.
It makes me excited. Well, Sia Nakosta is like she's killing the game right now with the covers. Okay?
Did you see her new one?
Hello, bitch. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Tip and I are really excited.
They're stunning. Okay, they make me so excited.
Well, now I have to look it up.
Is
that the one for the novella?
Yes,
it's her next one that she's gonna do in like that historical monster romance series. Did I save it? Let me see.
Is it the Ravish a Rogue?
Yes.
It is a pretty cover.
Let me see if I have it.
Isn't it called Hollow?
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, Hollow. That's our group book. It's so, I mean, it is stunning. I know what I'm getting with that book. Okay? It's dark.
Jess, if you go on Tiff's story, like Instagram story, like that's our pick for our readathon next month, and she like has it on a template if you can't find it.
Got it. Thank you. Oh, that's actually really cool.
Hollow?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It's amazing. For anyone that hasn't seen it, this is Hollow. And for anyone who hasn't seen the new, where is it? Oh, here it is, To Ravish a Rogue, but the new, oh, it's not on there yet. Oh, you have to actually go to her Instagram. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I haven't seen To Ravish a Rogue. Let me see.
You haven't?
Oh, let me see.
Here, look.
Oh my, yes, I saw that. Oh my word.
What? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, that's really pretty. Oh, let me see.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, it's not been updated on Goodreads yet, so that's probably why I didn't.
On my neck.
It's gorgeous, and she said it's inspired. It's inspired by what is it? That's like the only Joanna Lindsay I've read. The Gentle Rogue.
Gentle Rogue.
It's inspired by that.
It's giving Gentle Rogue vibes for sure.
She's just showing off. She's just showing off.
She was saying something about how she has to like stop herself because because all she wants to do is like go back to her historical romance roots.
Oh, yay.
So many books. Like, I don't know how she writes so many books.
I'm hoping, because I messaged her. I was like, how do I get on your ARC team? Obviously, I'm not cool enough to get a response, but it's okay.
Hey, we've all been there.
Maybe one day. I don't read ARCs, but I would read any ARC she sent me.
She's killing the game.
She's amazing.
Yeah, they're absolutely stunning.
Okay, so we like the cartoon, or this kind of cartoon cover, obviously. So how do we feel about? So this is another one that I think is really Y'all, I have a way too many freaking windows open right now. Trying to share these. Where is it? Here we go. Share. How do you feel about this?
I have something to say about this.
Okay.
I love Layla Faye's books. Probably already know this. I love her books, Monster Romance. I don't know if this is AI or
I
not.
was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this is AI. It looks a
A
lot
lot
like
of her books, I don't know if she's changed recently because this is a newer release or it has not been out yet. But previously, all of her covers have been IA generated. Not all of them, probably a lot of them.
I did not know that.
So I don't know if this one is AI generated, because there are books in this series that are. So like Cara Wilde is like, it's the one with the Minotaur, I think, on the cover. That one's AI generated for sure.
Okay.
So I don't know if this is done by an artist or not. If it is, stunning. You know what I mean? Like I can't tell. I can't tell if it's done by an artist.
That's so hard.
And then I do know, like an example is if you look at the cover Draco, which I've read. I love her books. I just don't know if they're AI I don't want to support AI generation covers whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
Like, but I love the content inside. I just choose not to look at the cover. But if you look at Draco had an original cover. It had like a guy with like because it's a dragon shifter romance, there's like a dragon on the cover too. Maybe someone designed it. I don't know. The second one is definitely AI generated because I think she had a woman and then a dragon on the cover, and it looks like the dragon is like eating her face, kind of like it's obviously not like spaced correctly in it. Like it looks like AI generated. I'll pull it up. But like you could tell. So I don't know if
I have no idea how to tell. I mean,
Yeah.
I know I don't want to support AI art because
Right.
I'm an artist. I have friends who are artists. It's just, I think it needs to be sorted out.
Yes.
But
I think no,
okay,
I don't.
so obviously there's something different than with cartoon covers than that we're loving versus this kind of cartoon cover. Hank, get your butt, my dog.
Okay, I found the cover, by the way.
Now let me see that cover. Good point, April. How can it be ethical? That's a good point. I did not know that publishers were saying that in their about sections.
This is AI generated. It's not what the cover is now, but it's one of the previous ones she had.
Yeah.
This is it's not even on there right now. It's the one on Amazon right now. That's like the one it's now. But yeah, I love Layla Faye and I love her book. She is incredibly sweet, very supportive. Like I love her as an author. Like she makes me laugh my butt off. I just can't tell if she's still doing AI or not after everything that went down about AI, because I didn't know anything about AI before like discussions started happening, and I was like, oh, didn't know about that. So I don't know, honestly. But that cover was so.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my 2 cents.
It definitely looks AI generated. I couldn't find the cover art, but that's
Hey, calm your butt. Oh my goodness. My giant pet is like freaking out. Okay, so how do we feel about this? This is on my hate it list. Hank.
I'm not.
I love the book. I'm not a fan of the cover, but it's a great book.
Yeah, I'm not buying this for my shelf. See, that's the thing. Like, I'm not going to be collecting a cover like this.
No.
Right.
The same way that I feel about like Tessa Dare's, like,
right.
Why? Now, in this defense, like, I get a sense, I will say in the defense of like both of these is that we get a sense of what the book is about a little bit. Like he's holding a book, they're floating in space. I mean, with The Night to Remember, I know it's historical. I see a town in the back. It looks like a small town. Like I kind of get where we're going. I think it's a lot better than like the praise shoe, in my opinion. I'm getting more context clues. It's not something I'm buying to put on my
shelf. I think Book Lover is actually worse than people we meet on vacation, just because Book Lover looks like a rom-com. Like you would never guess what that book is about looking at the cover. And it's an emotional romance. Like it's dealing with loss. I cried multiple times reading that book. And you would never think that judging on the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like the hardest thing with these cartoon covers. Like, and they are not like artistic covers. Like they're straight up, and they're not even okay. Have you guys seen Books and Lala? She does this video where she recreates.
I love when she does that.
Covers, right? But you watch her, but like she's not a cover artist now. She is I think her job was like a graphic designer or something like that, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. So like obviously like she has like the higher quality technology and obviously the know-how to do this. But some of these people are like artists and like I feel like the recreation she's doing it's basically on point and done. I mean, obviously she's editing through it. You know, it's going to take longer than you're seeing on the video a little bit, but I'm just saying it's not art.
Yeah, and she's crushing it. I feel like I was like hers a little bit better. I'm just gonna be honest.
Me too.
Like hers better. I'm like, girl, you're killing it.
Yes. I liked her recent episode that she did it. I really liked her version of Emily Henry's upcoming book and even like her title and her synopsis of it, of what it would like the next book would be about with the bucket and everything. I was like, yes.
Yeah, I was living.
But
I think readers, I mean, can we just talk about this like Booktuber box? I loved those covers. I loved the covers that they designed for those books. And I feel like
for what?
For the Booktuber box with Corky, I loved those covers. Okay.
So Jess, Cheyenne, Tori, Sam, McKay all teamed up with Dark and Corky to put together a book box where they redesigned book covers. And I feel like authors need to maybe do that. Like go collaborate with like seasoned romance readers to like figure out what we love. I feel like that's a great thing to do.
Yeah, because I was like, go off. I was so loud in my apartment that day when I saw them. Yes. I was like, oh, because I'm like, okay, so consult people that are readers. This is what we want. But yeah.
And they pick their favorite books, right? So they're picking books that they like really, really loved. You would think they'd do a really good job.
Yes. And they like even have like, because I watched some of the videos of the girls like talking about like a little bit how they designed a little bit of it in like some of their videos. Like it wasn't like a dedicated video, it was like in a vlog or in a video or another something, whatever. And they were saying like they added like little like Easter eggs or little things in the book that are like odes to the story and everything because they've read it and they love it so much. And I love that. I love when covers do that. Like for this one, like the Night of Surrender that's on the cover, at least you see Dinner in the background. Dinner's the sheep. Yeah. But like, I don't like the art. Personally, I'm not that big of a fan of the art style, especially for a historical romance. I will always be a hardcore cheerleader for the clinch covers for historicals because I feel like that is the genre. That is what we go for.
Now, what would you think if there was like the new clinch covers that we're seeing for fantasy romance and monster romance, but done for historical romance that was not speculative?
Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
Like if it was for a regular historical romance, not like a speculative romance, like not fantasy or monster or something like that, paranormal, or like it was just a regular historical romance, but it had that kind of art clinch cover. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a clinch cover and I see a hot couple on the cover. I think they're fine because you also see, like I have editions upstairs where like the covers were obviously painted first and then put onto cover. And those are absolutely stunning. Like they're stunning. They're not just a picture. So I think I would be all for that, honestly.
Yeah.
I think me too.
Me too.
But it's an interesting new way to do it. And it kind of like, I feel like it's opened up a lot of really interesting like ways covers can go by doing that. I think it's really interesting.
This style. What was it? This is the cover for The Forgotten Phantom by Catherine Ann Kingsley. I love because it reminds me of an old school cover. You have the different vignettes, and it looks like a painting. And I love it. I absolutely love that. So like, I would not mind that at all if we had some CM book like style covers, and they wouldn't have to. Just like I like Ruby Dixon's like historical looking cover. Those are stunning. They're reminiscent. But as you said, you know, it's fantasy, monster, alien. I wouldn't mind that for like contemporary because I feel like it would speak a little bit closer. I just want to celebrate the clinch in all genres. Like,
yes,
I want the clinch, and I want that. Yes. I just think that's a stunning cover. I enjoy this cover. Okay, it looks like a painting to me. I'm getting separate scenes. I'm like also getting a little bit of adventure with it as well. Like I'm getting all these clues, and I haven't read this book, and I think that this is stunning. I love this.
Mm-hmm. I think this one's really cool. I haven't seen it before. Hold on, I got a crying baby.
I do like that one. I've never seen it before.
I absolutely love this cover. It's stunning to me.
And even
and I would buy this. I would collect this. This is what I want on my shelf.
Yeah. And it's unique. I feel like I don't see these very often.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's stunning. I love that. And it's painted. It has that painted feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It gets me excited. I know when I like something, I start getting loud.
If we're talking about covers we like, I am in love with, and I'm so sad that I'm very happy for Hannah Bonham Young that she's getting published, like traditionally published, but like her covers are absolutely stunning to me. Oh my gosh, that was one of mine. I love that one.
Oh yes, let's talk about
I do like this one a lot.
I love this book, and it fully encapsulates the book itself because he kidnaps her. So like, he's keeping her.
Girl, I still need to read this. Isn't he trying not to eat her too in this?
He's trying not to eat her too, yeah. Because he like eats humans because he's part like demon, part human. He's like a whole other being in and of itself. And her, I'm just trying to summarize this one. Her, her village that she's in basically has to offer up like a bride every year or so. I don't remember the timeline, either 5 years, 10 years, I don't remember, to this Duskwalker. And in exchange, like he'll put like a spell on their village so no demons can get in because demons eat humans. And so he brings her to his little cabin, and all he wants is a companion in life. And his companions, either that he's had in all the years that has been given to him, have either died, been killed by demons, or he's accidentally eaten them. So, because he eats people sometimes.
Aww. I've been waiting for the audio to come out for this. I keep checking, and like, there's not even one in the works yet. But
yeah, they're really long, so I'm wanting them to be on audio too. I haven't read any other books in the series, but I know that number 2 has a plus size heroine, and it's on the cover. It's beautiful. I didn't send Hannah the cover of book 2, but it's a plus size heroine, like, and it's so beautiful. And all the other covers in the series are beautiful as well, like stunning. I can't wait. And then Fated Romance, which is a monster romance book box, just announced that they're doing special editions for Opal Rain's books. So you can like pre-order that special edition box like now. So I think it's like you'll get it in December. So
this is the season. I'm picking it up. I promise. I'm picking it up.
I think this is my favorite. Romance with the.
I know. I didn't get those.
I'm sorry.
I know. I got the Radiance ones. The Radiance ones will forever be displayed on my shelves, but I missed out on that one. They're beautiful.
They are. I wish there was artwork on the inside. Jen from the Book Refuge mentioned that. She was like, just so you know, there's like nothing really on the inside. And I was like, oh, that's kind of
this.
I think I sent this one. I sent this one too.
I meant to put it up early. Sorry.
Yes, I am in love with Hannah Bonham Young's covers, but this one I just love it too because of the representation on the cover. It's absolutely stunning. It's absolutely stunning, and like the whole vibe of this and the artwork and everything fully encapsulates this book. This is my favorite book of the year. It's absolutely beautiful. Like, I love it so much. And like, look at her little hand. Like, I love it.
It's so cute.
And the art is really nice. It's not my favorite. Like,
reason. Was not a fan of it.
What?
I had it for the opposite reason. I don't like the cover, but I haven't read the book yet, so that was a huge role.
That's okay. You're fine.
The art is like really nice. It's just that I don't like that it's there for me personally. I don't like the backs of people. Like if they were facing the cover, I guess it would be a little bit different, even if they were almost exactly in the same position, but just facing. There's something about the backs I'm kind of like meh
there's
about.
a scene,
But
there's a scene in the book. Yeah, there's a scene in the book about like them going to, like, one of the ways they connect with each other is like them going to the beach and spending time at the beach and just watching the water. So that's why they're probably looking out at
I like this cover, and I get a sense of what I'm going to be reading. It's not going to be angsty. It's going to be idyllic. Like I like the representation. Just like I like any sort of rep on a cover. What is it? Not Your Type. I love that. Yes. You get the rope and you get her in her chair. Also, like the Breakup Artist, which is an Audible original. I love it. It's a very simple cover. They may have been able to do some of it in Canva, but her chair is so unique too. Like I love her wheelchair in that cover. It's the Breakup Artist. I have to find it. So like little things like that, I always enjoy. But I like the Out of the Limb cover.
I at least appreciate that it's not just literally like. I didn't know this was a thing, but until I watched Books and Lala do it. But she basically took it's like regular pictures, and she can like take the outline of it and be like there and put it on a new cover, and it's like just use it to basically use a trace.
Yeah,
and I'm like, is this what covers are made of?
That's what it seems like they're doing, and I also don't like this trend.
Is that why there's no faces
in front of them? Oh, I'm so sorry. I think I'm lagging, and I might be speaking.
Oh no, I think I interrupted you. Sorry.
No.
It's ADHD. Sorry. I'm always interrupting people. I hate it.
No, you're fine. I feel like the same thing because I was tripping out on how she was doing that. And one trend I don't like is when we are seeing the front of them, but we don't have any face. Like it's just that like cartoon flat, no face thing. I don't like that personally. I'm just like, give me a model. I don't really enjoy that. But one, I guess, is it flat? I love Tara DeWitt's Funny Feelings. Yes,
I love that one, Tiffany. The one Tiffany's talking about, yes.
Is that the one with the umbrella?
Yes.
I actually do like that one for some reason.
I love that artist. That artist, she also designed Chloe Lisa's new covers, which are absolutely phenomenal. I love them. So I just love that artist in general.
Except I wish she was releasing the original covers too, because I already have most of them in the original.
Yeah. I just want the last one. I want the last one. I collect all the other ones too. I just want that last one.
I'll buy both of them, but just release the last one too, so they match.
Look at
I don't understand how we can have like people on the cover and there's no faces.
Yeah, I don't like that for some reason.
What? Because there's no face, and that's weird.
It is weird,
and they don't have a face.
Therapy is talking like I feel like it's like what's that term in therapy? My therapist.
I think it's lazy.
Yeah, it's just give me a model. It also seems angry, like this. Don't people do that? Like they scratch out faces, like representational violence. Anyway, I have issues, so that bothers me when I don't see faces. I'm like, no.
Because I've done the graphic outlines of the graphic outlines, right? I don't put faces on. I think I've done one.
And I love mine from you, Ava. I want you to know that.
No, and I don't like them on book covers. I do them for fun. And Hannah's right though. I'm too lazy to do the face, and also because I'm not an artist and I can't draw eyeballs without looking.
That's one thing. This is a book cover though. It's a whole different thing.
No, but you're right about the outline thing. Like that's how I drew them. Is I full on traced and outlined them.
But you're doing that for something completely different.
Yeah, I'm biased. I love mine of me that you did, and I don't have
this is for a cover of a book,
right? No, I agree. I would never put mine on book covers. No, no,
because these are supposed to represent the characters in a book and tell you something about them before you buy the book. And I don't know. I'm just like. Especially when you consider the amount of effort that used to be put into book covers.
Yes. Good.
And then you're like, oh, all of a sudden, we don't need to do that anymore. They'll buy them anyway. That's what what I feel like.
The audacity. Yeah, you're right.
Like,
You're lying anyway.
yeah, clip art covers. Is that what they are?
I don't know if you can say, but these are some of my favorite. The original Magnolia Parks covers. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, and I haven't seen many books like that.
I was literally going to get into that. Like some covers that are not along any trends, bad or good trends, like things that are completely unique. And I think Magnolia Parks is definitely one of them. A cover that's like,
I don't love the new covers though. For Magnolia.
right? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
No.
those are awful.
I'm happy I got them when I did with like the really pretty cartoon.
That's kind of let me. This is the one that I have here. Hold on one second. For like a super unique cover that I'm like, that'd be cool to see something more of that. Hold on one second. Let me pull it up. I wish I was faster, guys. Sorry.
No, you're good.
You are
Oh, good. I just read that.
Whoa.
Have you guys seen any other romance cover that looks like that?
That's a romance book? Whoa.
It's a Shifter Romance, and it is so good. It is so good.
I'm taking a
Hold on, let me
picture.
see. I'm so behind. I hope I'm not being annoying in the chat.
It does have a thing I've never read before that was really interesting. If you go on my Instagram story and read my review, it says what I'm talking about. But
Okay.
if you're familiar with Shifter Romances, you probably know what it is, but I didn't know what it was. And I was just like, oh.
Wait, now I
For
need
what? What was it?
KNOT.
Oh, not in.
I was just like, what? What is happening?
You didn't know what that was?
Have you never
Oh,
read that
honey,
before?
get ready for it for our secret thing with the thing that you're going to read for the thing.
Oh, okay.
There'll
Well,
be
then,
plenty of it.
yeah, because I was just like, what is happening?
Oh, you've never read those? Okay, you haven't read any Omegaverse, have you?
No, this was my first dive into that, and I was just like, I'm not against it, but I just had no idea what was happening.
It's definitely a new thing. You have to get used to. If you're not used to it, you're like, what the heck? But
Yeah.
there's even monster romances where they have that too. That into it.
Yes, I was
too.
going to say, yeah, there's ones that aren't even like Shifter
I
or
think it
or
might have
Wolf.
happened in a novella, and I just went past it. Like, I didn't think about like what it was, but because it was described in a lot of detail in this, I was like, what is happening? But it was really good. I still loved it. So definitely, if you're looking for a Shifter romance, it's really fun.
Is it long, Jess? Is it long?
No, I read it in a day.
How many pages?
Wait, I have a physical copy right here. Hold on.
Oh,
It's
cool.
such a cool cover, right?
Okay, I didn't know if it was a novella or not.
No, 346, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a really quick read.
Usually I want there to be either people on the cover. I don't like the things on the cover, but this kind of cover I find so interesting. The whole close up of an animal and then how the art kind of like there's the blood everywhere and like
This is gonna be the smallest of critiques, but I kind of wish it was matte. I don't.
Oh yeah. No,
it's
love that it's
shiny.
I prefer matte to glossy for sure.
Me too. Is that a Booktuber thing? Like because we're annoyed about the glare?
Very possibly, but that's why I hate it, because when I
Yeah.
review it, it's gonna like have that glare.
Right. Yeah. Or it's kind of annoying with even just Instagram too, like trying to take pictures depending on the lighting situation. Tev.
Come back.
Where'd you go? Becky, nodding is the norm.
Guys, I just got into romance 2 years ago. You gotta give me a break here.
Me
Okay.
too.
I think I read my first one when I was in high school, like that type of romance. I read that in high school and I was like, huh? So, oh my gosh, I almost swallowed my gum.
Oh, she's backstage.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Great, April.
That can be so fun. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it does. It looks almost like it could be a horror, doesn't it?
And it's by the author, well, Ivy Asher writes like fantasy romance, and so does Raven Kennedy. Raven Kennedy is the author of the Plated Prisoner series.
Which is
Right.
why I'm so excited too for it, because I love The Plated Prisoner.
And I just read Order of Scorpions by Ivy Asher, and it was like one of my favorite reads. So both those authors.
What's that?
Order of Scorpions. It's a dark. I told you about it for your fantasy thing, but it's a really
Oh
chunky,
shoot, sorry, Tiff.
dark wide shoes romance, fantasy romance.
Oh, hi, Tiffany.
How did I do that? I'm sorry, I didn't see you because I got all the screen. I'm sorry.
Well, my stuff's lagging, so I was like, ooh, and it booted me out. So, but I was listening because this cover it's stunting. I just saw the wolf right now because of Lexi. I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's why I was going like this. I was like, huh?
That's cool. Is there any covers that you guys can think of that are like a new trend? Like something that you want to be a new trend kind of
I
thing?
want the VHS look. Okay, my best friend's exorcism, and then also the creepy court like anthology that's coming out, monster romance. Like I love the VHS look. Oh my god! But I mean that's totally my aesthetic. But like I absolutely love it. There was also a horror that's like set in the 90s, or like it's set in a small town that's stuck in the 90s and had like that a literal VHS on it. I love that. I forget the title though. But like I love the creepy court cover. It kind of reminds me of the Phantom one because it has these vignettes that are just giving me a lot of information about like what's happening.
Did you send me that one? Am I crazy?
Did. I think it's one of the last I sent. But it's that my best friend's exorcism. Do I have it in here?
I was gonna say I have a physical copy.
I do.
Just loaned it out.
Like I love, but see, this is horror. This isn't romance. Yeah. So I love this like VHS like aesthetic. Be kind, be wine. And then I also like it in the creepy court. When I saw that, I was like, I need to own all of these. Like I love these covers.
I think that author also did Horror Store, which the cover isn't anything like really special, but the inside is like an IKEA catalog, and I'm obsessed with that book.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's the only reason I want to buy it for that. I'm like, this looks like
oh, it's so cool. It's such a good read.
It's so I need to read it. Oh, creepy court. I'm like, can I dress up like this for Halloween? Her hair is purple. I love this cover. Monster Mullen. It's so stunning.
That's the creepy court.
Yes.
I've never
Sorry.
seen that. I've never seen that.
I love it.
We're adding too many books to my TBR now. See, I also love how covers can like full on sell a book too. Like just looking at this cover makes me want to read it. And so there are definitely certain things about covers that definitely make me want to buy it. Because to be honest, we do judge books by their cover. Like,
yeah,
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yep.
Okay,
like
but here's the thing though. There are covers that go like, or books or covers that go crazy viral that sometimes I feel like maybe shouldn't have. And I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion.
Let me see.
I've never read this, so I don't know.
I love the book.
I just bought a new cover for this actually by an artist, and I'm obsessed with it. And let me see if I can find a picture because I actually don't love this cover.
I hate this cover.
I don't hate
it. I mean, I liked the sprayed edges, and I have to thank Christy for Christy Reads a lot because she's the only reason why I got the sprayed edges, and I pre-ordered like months before without even. This is my first Rebecca Yarros. Oh, let me see that.
Can you see it? It's her sitting on a bed, and the other side is the love interest. Also, it's.
I see it.
I really like it.
I mean, get into fanfic artists that are doing fanfic. Like they need to be hiring. They need to be hiring them to do our covers. I freaking love.
Why can't publishers seem to be able to do any of these like really good covers that we're getting on these like indie and self-pub books? Because like people that are doing their own books don't have as much money as publishers, so I don't get it.
I know.
I have a theory because I know that some of the art, if we're talking about like illustrated art covers, I've looked into this a little bit, how like it could be quite expensive to get like some of the art, like the covers done that we've already been talking about that are absolutely stunning. It's a pretty penny for them. Like up to $1,000 for this cover. And so I don't know, maybe it's like a wanting to get the book sold, but not wanting to spend as much money. I don't know.
I don't get it because like publishers have more money though than people that are
Right.
just self-pub. They're
I don't
broke working regular day jobs and also just trying to publish their, you know.
exactly. No, I'm like, why? Yeah, you have money. You are a publisher. I feel like publishers don't really listen to readers sometimes, and they try to think they know what readers want. They like think they know, but they actually don't. Sometimes.
I think they're trying to cater to a larger audience than just the romance community.
Yeah.
And I think that might be part of where the like the clip art covers are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
But
Because
also though they're doing all of these that I call the pile of metal shit on the cover.
Let me see.
And it seems to be like people are loving it. Here's a good example. I think they take a bunch of metal and you pile it on the cover and then you put in some natural stuff, either some flowers or some animals, maybe a serpent. There's a lot of those, or roses or whatever you want to do. And just pile it on top there.
That kind of that look.
And it's all of the fantasy romance now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't love the new SJM ACOTAR covers.
Please, no.
Wait, there's new ACOTAR covers?
Like the red, the solid red, the solid teal with the design.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not a fan of those.
I love the ones with her on the cover with the tattoo.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't like those new covers, but everyone else does. They're like, the old ones were too YA. They didn't look like fantasy. I'm like, these new ones literally have no appeal to me whatsoever.
I hate the new ones. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I think that I've not liked any covers Sarah J. Maas has ever put out, except for Crescent City. Crescent City, the first book, that was the only one that I've liked. All of her other covers to me are just like poo-poo.
I don't know. I like this one.
I like
an arm.
I'm obsessed with the tattoo. I'm obsessed with that, and I do like the special editions are beautiful to me that she has of those two. But I also am not a big fan of the new
covers. Yeah. The game.
Those are beautiful.
I saw Madison's covers. That's what I.
Oh, Madison's covers, beautiful.
Yeah, but they're stunning.
I will say I think these are my favorite Throne of Glass covers. If you can see them, and like together they make that beautiful like mural.
Oh yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
I've never, like I said, Crescent City. I really don't like the third book that's coming out in that series. That like I felt like she was gonna go purple and then Fourth Wing happened and then she went gold.
I don't know.
With the third Crescent City book. I don't know. But I will say I do there's like exceptions because like I don't like the pile of metal or weapons or whatever it is with the flowers, but there's like exceptions.
I like Mara's flowers.
That one's pretty.
I think she has flowers well, and I like Between Wrath and Mercy.
That one's pretty, yeah.
Yeah, Between Wrath and Mercy. Something's more artistic about it to me.
I also think the font is very unique too. You don't see that font a lot. Like I don't think so. And I also think fonts can make or break the cover of a book for me.
Absolutely.
And I think it fits this cover. So.
And I think it's the colors too.
And it also, plus it looks like pointillism. Like the flowers are not done in a way that it's fresh. So it looks like Syrah pointillism, like the little dots. That's what I like about it.
It looks much more artistic.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. But, well, is there any other points you guys wanted to make? Cover trends that you want to see more of?
I like
what you want me to show.
Let me see. I don't remember what I sent you.
Yeah, I was
I
just like hopping
I'm a
around.
little intimidated by it, but I like it.
I do too.
Too. I love that. Jillian Graves covers are so
Yes.
good. Like Blood Moon.
Blood Moon. Blood Moon. Blood Moon.
Hold on.
That
Who sent me that one?
Blood Moon. Holy crap. Talk about an illustrated cover that is absolutely stunning.
It's stunning. And
I
it speaks
love
to
it.
what happens in the book because there's a really
Yes.
hot mirror scene.
Like-
yeah.
It looks so stunning.
Is this a novella?
That's
It
the
is a
novella. I haven't read it. I
We're
want
about
to.
last year. I love it. It's
Yeah, I
so
read it with Avery. I loved it.
she's the grump, she's a witch, and he's the sunshine, and he's a vampire.
Maybe I'll read this. I was trying to find a witch book. This will be the witch book I read for Novellathon.
Oh yeah.
Because I love Titan. It's like one of my favorite all-time monster romances. So I want to read Blood Moon. That's gonna work. I'll read that for Novellathon.
Well, I hope you like it because I didn't like Titan, but I love Blood Moon.
It's set in the same world. Like it's
Yeah.
But do you like Daddy Dom / like Sugar Baby like trope?
Yeah, no, that one's fine. That's fine. I just didn't like how long it was. I felt like it should have been a novella. I didn't like how long it was. I thought it was too long.
I felt like I flew right through it, but
Arriving on Sunday.
Yes!
you just got Blood Moon?
Novellathon happening. You can read it for that.
Perfect. Actually, that works out great.
It's like Monster Mash is just continuing into Novellathon, and I'm so happy about it.
Yes, I'm so happy about that.
Amazing.
If we're talking about, we haven't really talked about like actual people on the covers. I love like Catherine Cowles' Tattered and Torn series. So I sent you Fractured Sky. I think those are absolutely beautiful.
Those are really pretty. Hold on. Let me get that. I did try to read the first book in this. I don't know if it was this series or not. It was one of her series. I don't read small town stuff, but
that's beautiful to me. So I can really appreciate like a couple on the cover. I don't really, there are exceptions, but I don't necessarily love when there's just one person. I definitely would prefer a couple on the cover. And obviously they should match what the characters look like. You have no idea how many, Tiffany and I, like we talked about this in the Summer Plus a Dare read along, how like plus size heroines are not represented on covers a lot of the time. And that pisses me off. So I like how we're getting more into diversity and representation on our covers. So
yeah, there's that Tessa Dare cover that's like how Say Yes to the Marquess.
Yes.
And it's such a pretty cover, but
she's plus size.
She's supposed to be, and she's not like, she's supposed to be just like a little bit like, I think she's described as just I can't even think of the word, just like really curvy, you know what I'm saying? And the girl on the cover is like actually fairly thin.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like obvious when you read the book.
It's okay.
That ain't what she's supposed to look like, you know? And it's a pretty cover. What's so hard about then just getting a plus size model?
I think a lot of it has to do with like some people use stock images and already pre-done photos, and there's not a lot of diversity in that department yet, unfortunately. It's getting better, but yeah.
That makes sense. I forgot.
I have a question about, because I'm still like building my vernacular when it comes to covers. Can you show me an example of what we mean when we say clip art covers? I'm sure I know what it is, but I need I want to know directly what that means, like the clip art illustrated covers. I don't know what that means. So I was like, let me learn here. Oh, like that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Plane in a bag.
No. Oh, like when things are floating in space and I have I don't like that. I don't like that.
Well, yeah, it looks like someone made it on Canva.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. We don't like that.
That's because that looks like, I mean, that cover would have taken me about maybe 20 minutes to make on Canva.
Yeah, same.
So you know they put zero money behind that cover.
Well, like it might take me a couple hours, but yeah, I could achieve it. I do like creepy covers. Like, I like Lily Main's covers. They're kind of weird. Like, I love her Berries and Greed cover.
Dawn Squad.
I like
that.
Hmm?
I like that.
Yeah, it's creepy, but I love it. And I feel like you can achieve, like, I know that this is an AI. This is done by an artist. Like, you know, they can get artists to do these kinds of covers. It's a little creepy. I like the odd ones. This is really sweet too.
I'm reading Daphne's. Yeah.
Oh, you sent me an Ice Planet Barbarian thing.
Yeah, I did. I didn't. I don't like that one. The one I sent you. I love my Ruby Dixon, but there's some covers that I'm just like, eek. Okay. I think her OG ones for Ice Planet Barbarians. I collect all of them. I think they're iconic. I think they're funny. I don't like this one. This is one of my least favorite covers ever. I hate it. But Daphne, the Barbarian's Prize is the one she's talking about, the one about Tiffany.
Yeah, it's like I'm looking at it close up on my computer. It's like fuzzy.
Oh, I don't know. But the one that Daphne's talking about, she actually is black. She has a lighter skin in the people covers, like the actual people covers. But I prefer the new one for sure. It's absolutely stunning. Like I love, like Tiffany talked about it too. Like she has like purple hair almost, and it's beautiful.
That's why I picked it up. I was like, oh my gosh, she looks like me. I'm reading this. Literally. I was like, oh, I'm reading this. Where is
Barbarian Prize? Is that the one?
Yeah, like you can see, like
I love the new. I really like the new Ice Planet Barbarian.
This has a lighter skin, but it's not described as her having lighter skin in the book. It's not. So again, it's stock images. Probably maybe the only thing that she could find, unfortunately.
Right. I love those new Ice Planet Barbarian covers so much.
They're so good. I love them. Oh,
gorgeous.
Yeah. That made me pick it up. I'll tell you that. That cover made me pick it up. They're stunning.
And I also love Barbarian's Touch. This one's not out yet, but I love this one too because she's deaf and she's signing "I love you."
Oh,
if you can see, like her arms crossed. Like this means "I love you" with your arms crossed.
Oh, I love oh yeah, Raja's Resonance. Lexi in the chat.
Yes.
Lex.
Yes.
I love everything they're saying.
I can't wait to see the. I want to see the step back. She just released the new cover. Like she did the cover reveal for the new one, and it's beautiful too. So.
Yeah.
But I'm loving. She's also going back and redoing a lot of her covers that have people on them, and I love how she's doing that because some of them were like my eek ones. Like I want her to redo this one so bad, but like it has to do with stock images, like Barbarian Alien, which is book 2, which is about Liz. Liz is blonde. Her blonde hair is a very large characteristic of her. Her being a boss ass blonde bitch, like that's Liz, and she in the original cover, the one with actual people on it, she's a brunette. So yeah.
All of these are pretty cringy. I never looked at the original covers and I'm just going through them, but the new one is so good.
And then have you looked at Ice Ice Babies, one of the novellas?
Oh, actually, no, it's not.
Ice Ice Babies.
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
It just made 2 babies blue, and their names are Elsa and Anna.
I can't look at those babies.
No.
I can't.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I do too, Daphne.
They're beautiful.
They're so beautiful. And I think Bex made a really good point earlier about why publishers aren't putting money, like they're putting more money into what's in the book than the cover, where indie published authors know that that's the first look at their book. I think that's a good point.
You're right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Because I know within like Black romance, I see this same, and the like authors have like talked about this being, it's like the same stock images. Like they're working with the same stock images because there's not a lot of representation. So they're working with the same covers and like getting innovative in how to like crop in. You see, like you'll also have the same image, but it's cropped in so they can like revamp it for their book. So yeah, I definitely think that has a lot to do with it, where I think it feels like traditional like publishing houses are like telling us what we want or trying to create what we want. Instead of like being informed by it. So I find that to be interesting, but I think that that's a good point. It could be that they're putting more money on
Yeah.
what's inside.
I agree, April.
Mm-hmm. I love them too, but the babies, like Mated with the Mantis, I haven't eaten any. I love edamame. Have I eaten it since reading that? Nope. That cover ruined me. And the content in the pages, it ruined me.
I won't read that. I will not.
But it was good though.
I recently tried to read. I'm not going to be talking about it in this thing anyway. So I attempted for a thing. I attempted a book that it was the Tiffany Roberts spider book.
Ensnared. You attempted to read Ensnared. So
I
I'm guessing
attempted
you
it,
didn't finish
and I had to completely rework this future vlog around the fact that that was not going to happen, because I just cannot. I can't. I visualize very intensely when I read,
Mhm.
and I can't.
Too much spider for you?
I
Oh, I got ensnared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying I had to rework a video project, which obviously, because that was just not gonna
You gotta
happen.
get past the spider-ness, and then it
I
really
don't think
gets good.
you got past it. He's the hero.
I just didn't think of him as a spider. I just thought of him as a monster creature, I guess.
Yeah. I visualize really, like, I see in my head.
I get what you're saying, because if it's like a phobia, I understand, because like Tiffany knows this. If there's like a shark monster creature, I am running away.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't do spiders. Like, I really hate spiders.
Okay.
And it's not just like, I mean, like, I know everyone like hates spiders, but like I really like scream and run for cover. Like,
I feel like I do too, but for some reason I loved them. Like I still was okay with that.
It's any bugs or insects. Like I can't. So I can't. April was trying to get me to read the Mantis book.
Scorpion one. There's a scorpion.
You know what? Ashley Bennett might get me to read about frogs, though. I am looking forward to Ashley Bennett's frogs. The warts and all.
I'm so excited. That cover is stunning.
Yeah, try to get April to read the frog book. It's not going to happen. She told me her horror story.
Wait, Tiffany, did you read House of the Hunger? I thought you might have mentioned that.
I love House of the Hunger. I rated that 4.5, and then I bumped it up because I still haven't stopped thinking about it.
I'm terrified of needles. Like I literally have to have hypnosis before I do anything that involves needles. And that entire book is just describing.
You went through it reading that book then. Oh my God.
Oh, that's the hardest book had ever been to finish. And I was just like, oh my God, there's so much needle description.
Yes, there is. Oh my God, Jess, how did you do that? Because it's like, that's like queasy.
There's a vlog, and it's just me crying mostly. So if you want to check it out.
Oh, I have to watch it. That cover was stunning. Isn't that illustrated? I love that.
Yeah.
And it's just her. I'm like, okay, we're getting like historical vibes.
I thought it was vampire, but it's not kind of. But no, I love that author. They're really good.
People saying the frog book that we're talking about. Ashley Bennett later this year is coming out with a book called Warts and All. I'll show the cover. It's absolutely stunning, but it's a MMF frog shifter romance.
I don't know how I feel about
that. That will not happen for me.
Yeah, that might be.
I need to find it on her Instagram. Give me a second, because it's not on.
I know. Let me find it.
It's not on Amazon.
I'm nervous enough about doing like a snake or like a lizard kind of situation. Like anything where it's like a bug or near being a bug.
Here we go. I got it. Ready?
Wait.
Wait, why is it cute though?
Exactly. Because Ashley Bennett writes monster romances, but they're cute but hot
They're
romances.
sweet.
She's the epitome of a cute but hot romance author, like with monsters.
Yes.
Kind of like oh my god, we were just talking about her.
Where is I'm trying to look up.
Didn't someone read a grocery one? There's like a.
Yes, I read that too.
Did it? Yeah.
Grocery one?
I read April just said, "Look, I can read some SHIT. I cannot with frogs," and I'm just thinking.
No, that grocery one was
Didn't you read the
awful.
grocery one?
Dragged by the grocery.
I didn't even read it because I was like, just
That was
no.
good for
Well,
you.
Tiff, weren't we on our trip to Atlanta? Were you awake when like we were talking about the crazy ones that Lisa had read?
Was I awake? Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think those are hilarious.
There's like
the
one about a
poop one?
donut. There's one about like other ones. Like what were the ones we were talking about that we found online?
The
Like
fecal. There's one where it's a romance between her and her fecal matter.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Done.
Okay, but the grocery one wasn't a romance, and I think that's
what
what pissed me off. It's not it wasn't a romance because like it literally doesn't have a happy ending. It was literally not a romance. I got so mad.
Dragged by the grocery.
Dragged by the grocery.
Yeah,
It was so funny though.
but it does not have an HEA, so I feel like you should know that going into it.
Wait,
Like,
what's the frog?
I need to ask you, do you mind this kind of thing? I think that they're hot. Like, this is the kind of humanoid snake I can get behind.
Is that
Like,
the
imagine that slithering up trying to take.
I was trying when you said slithering up. I was like, wait, no.
Well, no, like Regine Abel's covers, I think, are so cool with her monster creatures, the Regine Abel ones, because all of her monster creature men are on the covers. And her Naga one is like cool.
Like, this is stunning. Hold on. Like King Cobra, the new ones, like, come on.
Yes.
That one's cool, actually. I really like that one.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that one's really cool.
Like, make a nest for me. I feel like nesting. You know, that's I like those.
See, I'm more of like a fan of like the someone asked like what was that Maggie was asking on the Discord like what your favorite monster is for monster romance for the Monster Mash Readathon, like one of our threads in there for it. And I was like, I said I like the big ones. Which,
the giant.
But like I'm serious. I like orcs, minotaurs, ogres, beasts. Like I like the big ones.
Hannah, I have a recommendation. I read it today, and it's a big one. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
It's a monster hero that is basically like Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. He's huge, and a tree creature with a human woman.
Wait, what's it called?
I'm with Jesslyn Jacob. What is happening right now?
Wait, let me pull
What's
it
it
up.
called?
I'm getting it.
Okay.
You can see the cover. Like I love
Did you
this
say I'm
cover.
Groot?
Look at the cover. Look at him. But it's called Viridios, Viridios.
Viridios.
Morningwood.
It goes to Becky.
This isn't working.
Viridios.
Get in my swamp.
Who's it by?
L.A. Holloway.
Dude, you guys always kill it in the chat, I swear. Get in my
Oh, here we go.
Kelly talks about that book all the time.
Oh,
on
wow.
Instagram. It's the Shrek. It's the Shrek one.
Well, the thing, you know, my thing with orcs, I don't.
You look so peaceful.
I know he's so sweet. He like accidentally gives her food to like eat. Like he gives her like all this food to eat. Okay, and then she eats something and her stomach gets sick and she's like sick for a few hours and he's like almost crying. He's devastated that he made his little human sick.
Aww.
Oh. I need to read this. Guys, I just read Beast.
Monster romance, and I haven't been in so long.
I read Beast, and it was like crazy.
The Jenica Snow one?
Yeah.
Let me find Morningwood. Who is it by? Because I'm looking for like a fun.
I want to read the Get in My Swamp one, the Shrek retelling one for one of the readathons we're having next month. I want to read it.
Right. I mean, I love orcs, but I can't do like Eden Finley. I can't do all that.
I can't that we
do all
talked
the
about
things.
that.
I
We
cannot
talked
be
about that.
having sticky jizz, like too much sticky jizz. Like if I get like a physical reaction reading that, like if I feel like she's gonna drown, like if I think the heroine's gonna die.
Have you guys read this yet? The Fall of Ruinen. There is some interesting JIZZ in this.
I love when it's fun. Like if it's funnel cake flavored, like I love flavors.
Fun
Give me all
flavor,
that.
and it makes things happen. It's like it's a interesting. I don't hate it.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I'm down for that. Like in Craven Kiva, like their jizz, creates, a great sensation for women, which is why they're being played. But like, so I love magical jizz. I love.
That's essentially what this is. It's magical. It does amazing things.
What is that called?
Fall of Ruin and Wrath. It's the new.
Oh.
Oh my god. Okay.
Cliff, have you read Layla Faye's books? Has a lot of that in it. Layla Faye.
Oh, I can't do it.
Yeah, I read her the pumpkin one.
I can't do it.
The one named after me?
Yes, I need to read that one. Because it's
named a character after me. She named a heroine after me.
In which one?
Jack 2. It's okay, so Jack is the one with the pumpkin head, right? And his stuff tastes like pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
And then they sell it, they package it and sell it as pumpkin spice syrup.
Yeah, at the end of the book.
And they have a kid. And so it's Jack 2, the kid, all grown up in his romance. It's called Jack 2.
That is so fun.
And he gets with Ava.
Oh my god.
I have to read it.
No, but Layla literally messaged me and was like, I named her after you. And I was like, oh no.
I am so excited. I can't wait.
I like her. I read this one and I read like the first Jack one, and then I liked Wed to the Orc. I'm kind of sad about the whole CG or not CGI.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I hope
the ice giant one. Now that I'm looking, I'm like, that looks like it's probably
beast with fire hydrant jizz in one book. I don't mind a lot. It's just I don't want to feel like the heroine's gonna drown. Like
in all of Jenica Snow Beast novellas, like the Beast, the Hunter, it's just like it feels like she's gonna drown. It just keeps coming. It just keeps coming forever, and there's so much description. That's why I don't like those novellas.
I just downloaded. What's it called? Like the third one.
The third one is like the spiciest,
Primal?
But I think it was also my favorite. Primal, yeah.
I'm skipping the second one.
It had if it's sticky jizz. Like I think it was like in the orc and the lady. It was the fact that it was sticky and she described it well. Great writing. Yeah. I was in the scene and I didn't want to be.
But it grossed me out.
It was just a lot of like I'm like, wow, like she's really taking it. And I didn't like it. It was just I don't know, and I love a breeding kink.
I was going to say all of these books, all those books. Oh,
whoa! Sorry, guys.
All those books are breeding kink. Like that's the main purpose of all three of the Snow books. So I think that's why there's such an emphasis on that. But yeah,
I just didn't like those Eden Finley books because, like, I hated that hero. I hated him.
I was reading this one, Becky, and like Jess was messaging me. She's like, the window scene. Or no, Jess, was that you or was it Maggie? Because you guys had both read it, and I was talking to both of you guys about it while I was reading it.
I was talking to you about the second book.
Oh, okay. There was Maggie, and Maggie was like, the window scene, and I was like, yeah, I just read that. Y'all know, because, okay, it's a straight Beauty and the Beast retelling, so it's like, even does all the cute stuff, and she's like there feeding the birds, just like in the movie, being all sweet and cute feeding the birds, and he's over there like, getting to it, watching her through the window, and then it goes everywhere, like, all over the wall in the window. Well, she's just like sweetly feeding the birds.
Oh my god! See that? I don't.
Oh god!
Do that, like, and then in Squeal, it's funnel cake flavored. Love that. Let's add more.
I need to read that one. I need to read that one.
Yeah, that's fun. But
what's funnel cake flavored?
The jizz.
No,
The balloon shift.
I meant which book?
The balloon shifter one. Squeak?
Real. Squeak.
How did we get
Was that by
here?
Layla
How
Faye
is this
too?
a conversation?
No.
Guys, the audiobook for that's on Script.
What? There's an audiobook? I have to reread it then.
It's on Script. So I think I need to read that.
Just puddles and paintings of wall. Yeah, see, like, I don't mind. That feels like artwork. Like, you're really, like, working it. I don't mind that. I think it was just like, there was something about the org jizz that it was just too much. And you know what? Avery's right. He wasn't treating her right. Yet you want her to be surfing and drowning.
Right.
And this, like, come on. Maybe that was it too. It was just too much. It was too much.
Yeah. That's why I think I put on my stories after I read that book. I was like, do they get better? Like, this was not good. And people were like, no, they're pretty much all the same. And I'm like, I think I'm good.
So are there any other covers that you
I think we're good.
I love our ending conversation.
I'm just dreading walking outside, my husband being like, so what were you guys talking about?
Oh my god. Well, I think we've covered everything just about as well as Beast did.
Everything.
I'm so sorry.
I couldn't help myself.
Oops.
Melissa, this chat did derail in the best way, but
100%. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this talk.
I learned a lot. Thank you so much. Honestly, Hannah, thank you so much, because I didn't know what clip art was. It was nice to like just go through and see what like everybody likes.
Mm-hmm.
And to talk about it, because this is definitely the last 3 years I have noticed it's been a thing, and I don't think it's going anywhere. I don't think illustrated covers are going anywhere. So
I don't, but I do think we're going to start seeing better quality ones. I do think publishing has started to notice a little bit.
I hope so.
And I do like how we brought AI into awareness. Like April brought up like publishers like mentioning that they're using it ethically. You know, I didn't know about Layla Faye's covers, so it's nice to like bring that into the chat, because that's new in the conversation as well.
But again, I don't know. She's changed a lot of her covers recently, so I'm like, I don't know if they're AI still. I'm just saying she used to be, so I don't count me on that. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
And special editions and stuff that people are realizing that AI is being used, and then they're recalling them. So I feel like some people are doing a very good job of that, which is great.
Which is great, yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining me for this chat.
Thank you for having
a good Friday night chat. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be live again tomorrow night on my channel, because Spelled by Romance, we're going to be reading Slaying the Vampire Conqueror. I'm going to have Hannah's recent reads and Kaylani Simply Me joining me, and we're all going to be reading. So you can join me for sprints if you would like to. You don't have to read the book. You can read whatever. But I will be live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Do you guys have anything else coming up? I think we all have readathons coming up, but we've kind of discussed those. Okay, well, we will see you guys later, and I'll see whoever and everyone tomorrow night too.
Bye.